Hey, how's it going, guys? It's me, Ryan, from down here in South Bay, here with Kanoa again. Welcome to this week's bodybuilding workout. We have legs and arms today. Kanoa told me that his arms are feeling a little bit flabby. He literally texted me like 15 minutes ago and was like, please put some arms in this, so you guys are welcome. So as with always, before we get into anything, we're gonna warm up Kanoa real good because we do have, I don't know if you can see that up there, Mo, but we do have some fairly heavy compound movements for our legs. We got split squats, RDLs, and walking lunges. So we definitely wanna make sure Kanoa is nice and warmed up, primed and ready to go. So first thing I'm gonna have him do, dude, is we're gonna go lunge and then twist to the side of that front leg. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go like 5 each leg. You can go 5 to 6 each leg, 10, 12 total. I don't know if you guys feel like doing the math on that. Kanoa's gone through this warm up a few times, so he kind of knows what he's doing now. Doing a really good job of looking all the way through that back arm. His eyes follow his hand. It's going straight back. Good. Go ahead, let's get one more on each leg. Kanoa's got his arm day shirt on, as you can see.
I'm so excited.
All right, so now, once you guys are finished with your lunge and twist, we're gonna go lateral lunges. All right, so I'm just gonna have him step out to the side, both toes pointed forward, chest stays up. One thing I don't see enough of is, one, in your warm-up and in your actual warm-up workout is gonna be lateral movement, right? So remember, we move in all different planes of motion. We go forwards, sideways, backwards, kind of at angles. So we wanna make sure that we warm up in every direction and that we work out in every direction as well. So same thing with this one, we're gonna go like 5 to 6 each leg. I have no idea how many Kanoa's done. We're just gonna assume that's what? Is that 5 per leg?
One more.
All right, one more. Right on, right on. All right, since we have RDLs today, that's gonna be like our big heavy compound movement. I'm gonna have him warm up with some single leg RDLs. So we're gonna start with his left leg. We're gonna unlock his knee just a little bit. We're gonna use that back leg as like a counterbalance. We're gonna reach down and touch our toe. All right, so same thing, 4 to 5 each leg. If you come over, we'll get a side view. Kanoa does a good job of keeping a straight line from his shoulder all the way through his ankle. Knee is still unlocked, staying athletic. Good, good. Keeping everything locked in, core stays tight. We really want to warm those hips up, warm those glutes up, those hamstrings. Good, go ahead, get one more.
Oh, sorry, one more now, right?
It's all right. You don't have to listen to me. It's fine. Good, good. And if you guys obviously need a little bit more time during your warm-up, go ahead, pause the video. Kanoa luckily was already a little bit warm before we kind of got him in here. What we're gonna have him do now is we're gonna do some inchworm push-ups. I'm just gonna have him walk out on his hands, drop into a push-up, walk back. We're gonna warm those shoulders up. Good, I'm gonna have him walk all the way back. Kanoa's pretty fit, so I'm actually gonna have him do 3 push-ups down here. Just cause, you know, big, strong guy. Walk those arms back. Good, go ahead, give me 2 more reps. So we'll do 3 total. You guys at home, if push-ups aren't your thing, just stick with 1 and then give me like 5 or 6 reps. Good, then once he's done with this, I'm gonna show you guys a little something that I do personally before I squat. I'm not sure if we've gone over it on video yet, so I think it'll be a good thing to kind of show you guys. If you come over here, Mo, if you follow me, this bar is kind of already perfectly set up for it. You know, me and Kanoa are almost the same height. He's like a little bit taller than me. But what I'm gonna have him do is, your hip is a ball and socket joint, right? So it can almost move in 360 degrees. So we wanna warm it up in all those angles. So what I'm gonna have him do is almost kind of like a single leg RDL, where I'm gonna have him hold this position, this top position, and I'm gonna have him open up. So he's gonna open his hips up toward this mirror, and then I'm gonna have him close his hips off, looking towards this way, right? So I'm just gonna have him do like 5 or 6 reps back and forth, warming up his hip, and then I'm gonna have him go on the other side, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start getting to those split squats, all right? I know it looks a little silly, but for those of you guys that have tight hips, this is really gonna help kind of open everything up.
Oh, I don't move that way.
Yeah, right? So it really, like, you might not notice if you have tight hips, if you know, you're just walking in a straight line all the time, but once you kind of start moving in these kind of awkward directions, awkward angles, you can really tell when and where your hips need a little bit more movement. Good, good, good. So how'd that feel, Kanoa?
That hurts.
A little weird, right?
Yeah.
Good, so we're gonna open up. You see how his hips open up like that, and then we're gonna close them off. Good, good.
Forward we go.
So Kanoa actually, he's having a little bit of trouble coming back over this way. So that tells me his glute here is probably a little bit tight.
Yeah, I can feel it as I'm doing this.
Good. Now, contrary to popular belief, right, you see all these big, strong guys and you think they probably can't move at all. But in reality, in order to get that big and that strong, you have to be able to have all kinds of movement. You have to move in every single plane. You have to have no impingement or anything like that. You can't be strong if you're not flexible, right? So what we're going to have him do, Kanoa, not him, you guys know Kanoa, is we are going to set him up with his first movement, which is going to be Bulgarian split squats. So we're going to do 8 reps on each leg. So we're going to go one leg at a time. We're going to do some unilateral movement. I know in our last leg days, we just started with a barbell squat. But today we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to work on that unilateral movement, and then we're going to go into our heavy hamstring RDL movement. So go ahead and grab something that's challenging for you. That'll be good. Let's see, how much weight did you grab?
Purple.
Oh, you got a purple, ladies and gentlemen.
What weight? Purple. The purple weight.
So what I'm going to actually have him do is I'm going to have him hold the kettlebell in an upright position, a clean position, and I'm going to have him work on his opposite leg. So if his kettlebell is in his right arm, his left leg is going to be up, and his right leg is going to be up on the bench. Here, so switch. There we go. So I want the kettlebell in the opposite arm of whatever leg we're working. So go ahead, drop down into a squat. Good, good. So Kanoa's doing a good job of keeping his weight throughout his entire foot. He wore his leg day shoes today. His knees are tracking with his toes and his hips. His chest stays up. He's not letting his knees cave in when he squats. Sorry, I got in your way there.
Oh, you're fine.
Good, he's really slowing down and taking his time, making sure he keeps his balance. Good. And I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but he's doing a good job of breathing up at the top, locking everything in, gaining his balance, and then dropping down. Good, go ahead, switch that kettlebell over. Good, he's driving up through that whole foot. Good, he's breathing. You guys can see he's got a really good angle here between his knee and his hip. Good, good. So even though he's only driving off one leg, he's still taking his time and he's driving those hips back. He's using those hamstrings, those quads. We're gonna get him going here in about 45 seconds, 30, 45 seconds. I don't have a clock on me or else I'd have them, go exact time. But it's really the same time frame that we've been doing with all the prior videos. Anywhere from 60 seconds to a max of 90 seconds, right? That 90 seconds is gonna be if we hit a real heavy set of squats or deadlifts and you really need all that time in order to recover. Other than that, how you feeling so far?
Good.
Yeah? Set one in?
Set one. Feels good.
How does it feel using these flat shoes compared to the shoes you were wearing last week?
Way easier. Not as much stability in the shoes.
It took
Nice
6 weeks.
Flat footing, being able to grip the floor a lot better.
It took 6 weeks, but we finally got Kanoa to find some old shoes in his closet to come squat in.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Let's start setting up for that next set. Good, good. Good. Yeah, I think that's what side you started with.
I don't remember. Gonna do both.
Good. Remember, we're going opposite leg. Good. So if I wasn't here.
Yep. That's why it's good to have a coach.
Good, good. And he's keeping this elbow nice and high. Keeping that kettlebell balanced. Good. Now, if you guys are struggling to hold the kettlebell up in one arm, you're more than welcome to go hold it like a goblet squat, which would be a little bit more of a transition. If you guys can't do split squats at all, let's say that it's just not happening, what we'll do is we'll go goblet squat, and then I'll just have you tap your butt on the bench and drive straight up. Luckily, Kanoa's pretty athletic. You know, I can have him doing these split squats no problem. He can get through them. As you can tell, he's done these before. Good, good. Drive that knee out. Good, he's doing a good job of breathing. Good, keep that kettlebell up. Right on. All right. So we got one more set. I'm gonna set a timer up. So excuse me 1 second, I'm gonna go grab that remote. If you guys wanna follow me, you can. You want a 30-minute break? Right on. Kano's gonna take a 30-minute break here, ladies and gentlemen. He wants to make sure he's fully recovered for this next set. You guys can't hear it, but Cole's over there making fun of Kanoa.
I think the only thing I talked about is the difference between using the toe up and then the back.
I personally like toe up.
You like toe up?
I think that gives me a little bit more stability on the bench. It's gonna help me drive up to that other foot. But if you don't have the ankle mobility, if you do need to go toe down, go ahead and do that too.
I like to do toe down because I don't have anything to push off of on my back foot. So when I go toe down, it forces me to push through my front leg. Here, I can kind of push off my back leg.
Oh, you're saying you can cheat a little bit when you have your toe up.
Yeah. So I can cheat a little bit if I put my toe.
I never even thought of that because I never cheat. So there you have it.
Touche. If you're... Touche.
All right, let's go, Kano. This will be your last set. Good. So even though it's his last set, we're still focusing on technique, on form. Good. His knee's still driving over his toes. It's not coming over his toes. He's still keeping a good angle in his hips and his knees. His chest is still up. He's breathing. Good. Feet stay flat on the ground, firm base. Good, good. Good, keep that kettlebell up. There you go. Good, good, keep that core tight. Good, good. Good, go ahead, rest. You can put that kettlebell away. So an important thing to note for you guys watching this at home, we went right into our 3 working sets, right? Just because it says 3 sets of 8 doesn't mean that you can't do 2 or 3 warm-up sets before you get into those actual working sets, right? So with every movement, we have 3 total working sets, meaning that we're working up to a weight that's challenging for the amount of reps, and that's gonna be kind of where we're focusing most of our energy. Like on this next thing, we're moving into RDLs. We're gonna do 4 sets of RDLs. We're just gonna have Kanoa go right into his working sets. For the sake of time, we're not gonna bore you with his warm-up sets. But for you guys at home, I mean, if you need to start with the bar and then start with lightweight and build up to those working sets, just pause the video and go for it, right? Like I said, the only reason we're not doing it is just for the sake of time. We had Kanoa warm up before we turned the camera on, but. All right. We're gonna have you go with 135 today.
Cool.
Nothing too crazy.
I'm good with that.
Can you pop it down yourself?
Yep.
Do you need help? Do I need to get the forklift? Good, go ahead, set it down. I'm gonna give you about 10 more seconds. So at 325, we're gonna get into this first working set. So we're gonna move this barbell out a little bit. We're gonna give you guys some space. Good. Now I want you to come see where he sets up his feet. So go ahead, we're gonna get into that first working set. So he's got his shoelaces on the other side of the barbell. His feet are at about shoulder width apart. Usually I say, if you were to dunk a basketball, or if you were to jump as high as you can, where would your feet be, right? That's where I need your feet at when you do your RDLs. So go ahead, get into your working set. Good. Hands are right outside of his shins. He's got a good angle here in his hips. Good, good. Now remember, we're doing RDLs here, not deadlifts, right? So the main difference being is that his hips are just gonna be slightly higher than they would be on a regular deadlift, just because we're emphasizing a little bit more on these hamstrings. Good, good. We're getting a big squeeze in his glutes all the way up at the top. Good, and he's slowly working the weight back down. There's constant tension on his hamstrings. Really, the only times his hamstrings are relaxed are gonna be at the very bottom and at the very top of each rep. Good, keep those feet flat. A lot of times people have a tendency to lift their toes up in the set. I want that whole foot flat. I want you to have a solid base. Good, is that 7 or 8?
Let's go 7.
All right,
Oh,
good,
sweet.
good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And relax, good, good. So a big mistake I see a lot of times is that people confuse deadlifts and RDLs, right? So what's like the main difference? If I were setting up for a deadlift, my foot placement would be the same, right? Really the biggest thing is gonna be the angle in my hips. So when I'm deadlifting, I'm gonna bring my hips a little bit lower, my chest a little bit higher, and I'm gonna be able to look kind of straight ahead of me. And I'm gonna be able to pull that weight, as opposed to an RDL where I'm gonna have my hips a little bit higher, right? So now that my hips are higher, really the biggest motion is just gonna be hips coming forward, right? I'm not really going up at all. It's about hips pushing forward. It's a little bit easier when you visualize it, when you see Kanoa doing it, but that's why we warmed up our hips so much before the start of this start of this workout, is to make sure Kanoa was ready to get into it. Good, let's take about another 10 seconds. We'll get you into it. Good, all right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. Good, so notice where his hips are at. His hips are kind of high. Good, now even though his hips are high, his hips should never be above his shoulders. So he's about level right here, but his hips will never go above his shoulders. Good, good. His core stays tight. I want a flat line here, not necessarily. Good. Good, everything's locked in. He's breathing. Good, let's go one more. Good, good. Now, on that last rep, Kanoa did a little something that I personally, at the end of each RDL, I like finishing right at neutral, right? He kind of went a little bit past to try and get a little bit extra squeeze in his glutes. Try and keep everything perfectly in line at the end of each rep, right? Anything past this is just gonna be putting a little bit of extra tension on your low back, and we wanna try to avoid that completely, because we want to keep him, first of all, safe. We want to keep him healthy. We want to keep him lifting, all right? So at the end of each rep, just tuck that butt in, squeeze your butt right here, but everything should stay totally straight up and down, in line. So we'll go about 15 more seconds, and we'll get Kanoa in on his third set, yeah? Third set. So we got 2 left. And feel free, guys, if you guys can work heavier. I mean, this is kind of light for Kanoa, but this is going to be the movement where you guys are really going to want to push the weight, right?
Light.
Good, all right, go ahead, start setting up. Good, good. Good, he's got a big chest, shoulders back. Good posture. Good, squeeze your butt, drive those hips forward. Good, Kanoa. Keep those feet flat. Don't let those toes come up. Good, right there. Good, good. That was good. So we got one more set left. We're gonna give him plenty of time. Do you want water? Do you have water?
I have a bang so much.
Doesn't even bring water. You would think it's his first time. Now, let's say we haven't progressed to a barbell yet for RDLs, what I want you guys to do is we're gonna grab a heavy kettlebell, something that you guys can manage, and the movement's still gonna be the same. We're gonna keep that kettlebell between our feet. We're gonna drive those hips back. We're gonna grab that kettlebell, bring our shoulders back, everything's in line. Big squeeze in my glutes. I'm gonna come right to neutral, right? And then slowly on my way down, then right back up. the biggest thing, if you guys are using a kettlebell as opposed to a barbell, one, obviously it's not gonna be as much weight, but in order to make the kettlebell as difficult as possible on you, we're gonna incorporate a tempo. So we'll do 8 seconds or 5 seconds on the way down. You'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause for a second, big squeeze in your glutes, and drive right back to neutral, all right? In this case, Kanoa's pretty comfortable with the barbell, so we're having him work with a barbell. But we are back into it for his last set of 8. Good, he's got it pretty much locked in now. He's using what's known as a hook grip on the barbell. I personally will always take a double overhand grip on the barbell. I don't really like the switch grip all that much. I know for a lot of you guys, the hook grip hurts quite a bit, but it's gonna prevent any kind of imbalances moving forward. Good. So now that Kanoa finished his 4 sets of RDLs, we're gonna be really I was gonna say we're gonna be really friendly to him, but I don't even know if I can say that with a straight face because I'm gonna have him do 2 sets to failure of just walking lunges. Right here, we're just gonna go back and forth until he literally can't move anymore. But in order to make it a little bit harder, because if it was body weight, he'd go for miles, I'm gonna have you grab, Kanoa, where's he going? Where's this guy going? He's getting a towel, whatever. All right. I'm gonna actually have him use 2 dumbbells. So we're gonna go weighted walking lunges just for him because he's in shape. If you guys are spent already, if your legs are burning, then go body weight, all right? But luckily, Kanoa's in shape. I can kind of pick on him a little bit. I'm gonna have him grab 2 dumbbells. Let's go 40s or 45s. And I'm just gonna have him go 2 sets to failure. Good, good. Now, if you guys don't have a big wide open space like we do here at Afterburn, you're more than welcome to go lunge in place. But I mean, we have this room, we have this facility here, so we're gonna use it. So whenever you're ready, big man.
2, right? 2 to failure?
2 sets to failure. Good, good posture even when you're picking up dumbbells. I don't want you to slam that knee, all right? So keep that knee at least an inch above the ground on each rep. Good, good posture. Keep that chest up. And this, honestly, this movement is just gonna be about willpower, right? How many reps can you get? How far can you go? How much can you push yourself until you're spent, gassed? Good, good. Good, try and keep that chest up. Attaboy. And honestly, it might help you guys to not even keep track of how many reps you're doing. Just try and keep track of the distance. See how far you've gone. Sometimes we kind of get into our own head. We set a number of, oh, okay, I'm gonna do at least 30 reps, right? And you get to those 30 reps and you're like, okay, I did it. When in reality, maybe you could have done 40, 50, 60 reps, right? So don't try and set a number of reps, try and set a distance. I'm gonna challenge Kanoa to try and go back and forth 2 times. We're gonna see if he can, we're gonna see if he can handle it. It looks like he's slowing down a little bit. Don't worry about it, just keep working. Good, I want you literally going until there's nothing left. See, his form's starting to deteriorate here a little bit. So me as a coach, I gotta make sure that 1, he's still working, but 2, if his form does start to completely fail him, we're gonna cut it, right? So no shame in that. That's down and almost all the way back with about 80 pounds extra. I'm gonna give him about a solid minute. That was pretty taxing. I'm gonna give him a full 60 seconds before we get him into this next set.
Ryan keeps saying I'm in shape, I'm not in shape.
Those muscles are for show, ladies and gentlemen. That's fine. Remember, it's not about how much weight you can lift. It's about how much weight it looks like you can lift.
Exactly.
Let's go ahead, take a few sips of your energy drink, whatever you gotta do.
Cans really help with the look.
Yeah.
Cans help a lot.
I don't even have a response to that. I don't even know what to say to that. If you guys didn't hear him, he said if you just get tan, it looks like you're buff, so. He's not wrong though. He's really not wrong. All right, go ahead and start setting up. You're gonna get going here in about 10 seconds.
Should we go back down?
Hey man, I'm gonna let you do this however you wanna do this. Whatever makes it easier for you in your own brain, in your own mind. Good. Good. There it is. Keeping that back knee about 1 inch off the ground. The last thing I want is for you guys to walk out of this workout with just bruised kneecaps. Good. His form still looks good. His knee isn't driving too much over his toe. He's keeping a 90-degree angle in that back knee as well as his front knee. His shoulders stay back, big chest. He's sneaking in a few breathers here and there, but he's doing good. Come on, see if you can make it all the way back. All the way back, come on. I know you're tired. I know you're tired. There he goes. He's kicking it into high gear. This is the fastest I've ever seen him move, ladies and gentlemen. He is determined. What are the odds he turns around and goes back the other way? Right on. All right, go get some water, go get some water. All right, so Kanoa just finished the lower body portion or the legs portion. I'm gonna do him a favor now, and we're gonna move into an arm superset, all right? So this is the only reason he agreed to do this workout today was because I told him he was gonna do a little bit of arms at the end. But he had to work for it. He had most definitely had to work for it. All right, Kanoa, so what I need you to grab is go ahead and set up a barbell, like at this height.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab him a band, I'll be right back. All right, so Kanoa's arm superset is gonna consist of barbell curls, and I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna put a little bit of a twist on it, just to kind of make it a little bit more exciting. Great. And then we're gonna superset that with just banded tricep extensions. Now, we do have like a full cable setup and everything here in the gym, but just because I want it done back to back, I'm just gonna set up this band right here, right next to his barbell curls, and I'm just gonna have him burn through it right here. If you guys do have access to a cable, if you guys are working out here in the gym, you're more than welcome to kind of do a little walk back and forth. But for today, I'm just gonna have him go barbell and, did I say cable? I meant band. Barbell and band. You guys get it, it's fine. It makes sense. All right, now check this out. This is what I'm gonna do to poor Kanoa here. I'm gonna go lightweight. So we're gonna start super, super light. So I'm gonna go a 2.5 and 2 5s. All right, I'm gonna slide this 2.5 on first, and then I'm gonna put these 2 5s on. All right, so that's a total of 10, 12.5 pounds per side. All right, so I don't know if you guys can do the math. 12.5 plus 12.5, what is that, 25? 25 plus 45, 70, is that right? So we got about 70 pounds loaded onto this barbell, right? And we are gonna go for reps, all right? So I don't know if you guys noticed it up on the screen, but it's 3 sets of 12 to 15. So I'm gonna have him go anywhere from 4 to 5 reps. We're gonna shed one of the 5s off on each side. He's gonna go right back into another 4 to 5 reps. We're gonna shed the second 5 off, and then he's gonna finish off with another 4 to 5 reps with just the 2.5 on. It's gonna be a lot of fun. He's gonna love it. And we're gonna do a ton of volume, so that way he gets that pump that he's looking for. This is a great exercise to do before you go out with your friends, before you go to work. You could do it before you go to the gym to give the illusion that you're already muscular before you even get here, right? Not to say I've ever done that, but I might have. All right. Good, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that barbell right at shoulder width. Good, good. Now, even though he is doing bicep curls, right, he's still keeping good position. His knees are unlocked, he's in an athletic position. Feet are shoulder width apart, abs stay tight, ribs stay down. Good. 4 to 5, however many you can do. Good. You got 5. 4, one more. Good, rack it. Good, take that 5 off and we're right back into it. Good. 5 comes off, and he's right into it. Come on. Good. We're gonna go for another 5. Let's go. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5. Rack it. So what I'm gonna have him do now is, since there's only 2.5 left on here, I'm gonna have him give me a tempo. So I'm gonna have him curl up. I'm gonna have him give me a 5-second tempo on the way down before he gets into that next rep. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Can you handle that?
We'll see. By the way, it's not 2.5 pounds plus 45.
Don't worry about it. 50 pounds. Up. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. There we go. And everything stays. Knees are still slightly unlocked. He's still in a very athletic position. Good, good. Here, come get a front view of this. Give you guys a little front view of Kanoa. He's got his special arm day shirt on. He's looking very muscular, very tan. It's the tan. Good. Good. So he just finished his bicep curls, and he is going to go directly into his banded tricep extensions. All right, so you're right into it. So what I want him to do is I want to keep his elbows pinned right to his side. We're going to focus all that tension into his triceps, right? Into those horseshoes. Slightly bent over at the waist, that's fine. It's gonna give him just a little bit more angle to work with. Knees are still unlocked. I want him to give me 15 reps. And what he's doing here is he's holding that contraction. So he's coming all the way down, he's gonna hold that contraction for a second or two, and then he's gonna release. Obviously, the bands don't provide a ton of weight, but what they do is they have a ton of tension. So the more he pulls that band down, that's why I put it up on the high pull-up bar, the more tension he's gonna have in those horseshoes. Good, good. How'd that feel? He said it felt great.
Great.
All right, let's throw these 5s back on the bar. Now, if you guys, if 70 pounds is too heavy for you guys, we can try 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. You could try just 2.5, so you'll strip the 2 and then you end up with just the barbell. Or we even have, at least here at Afterburn, if you guys are working out here, we have the easy bar over by the dumbbells. That bar weighs about 25 pounds, so it doesn't really matter, you know, how much weight you can do. What we're really focusing on is pushing the volume by using these strip sets, by stripping the weight throughout the set. So get creative with it, however you gotta set the weight up. Luckily for us, Kanoa's a big, strong boy. He can handle it.
You keep saying that.
You gotta believe it to achieve it. The power of the mind.
All right.
In this case, it's my mind believing that he can do it, but
I believe in Ryan's mind.
he believes in my mind.
I can believe.
Good, good. One more. Good, good. Strip those 5s off. You gotta be quick with it. Come on, look at him, lagging. Good, right back into it. Let's go. If we had it his way, it'd be 10 minutes in between each set. Can't have that. Good, good. I want you coming all the way up. Full contraction. Good. Curling up to your chin. Up. There it is. Let's go 2 more. Up. Up. Good. I'm gonna help him just a little bit. Up. Good, good. Now he's gonna go solo on the way down. Rack it. All right, this is his final set here. 50 pounds. Good, let's go. 5 reps. Let's see if we can get that tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attaboy again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, let's go 2 more. 2 more. Up. Good, tempo. Fight it, fight it, fight it. So even though I'm helping him on the way up, let's go. He's still gonna get a lot of work from that eccentric portion. Good, go ahead, rack it. Now we're going right into our tricep extensions. Let's go, big boy.
I don't want arms anymore.
Noah's gonna be looking like The Rock after this. You have 25-inch arms. His arms are gonna be the size of my waist. All right, hey man, whenever you're ready.
Yep.
It's supposed to be a superset. Just take your time. Good, keep those elbows pinned. Hold that contraction at the top. 1, 2, relax, good. 1, 2. 1, 2, good. Good, keep it up. Let's go, 3 more. Attaboy. Another one. 2, last one. Good, hold it, relax. Nice, all right.
That's it, right?
We have one more set. We're almost done.
This is great, guys, this is great.
It's a lot of fun. We're having a blast. We're having the time of our life.
I'll love it once it's over.
Now, for those of you guys watching at home that are like, why would I do my legs if I could just skip straight to the arms, get to the good stuff, right? The biggest mistake people make is if we work on these small muscle groups, like our biceps, our triceps, even our shoulders, without doing some kind of a big compound movement first, we're never gonna get the same growth or the same work out of what we would if we're working Kanoa's lower body, getting everything moving, and then we move into some of these smaller muscle groups.
Grow this, gotta grow that.
Everything has to grow, right? Everything has to get stronger. That's why we had Kanoa doing basically a big, heavy lower body workout before we finished him off with some, biceps, triceps. Come over here. Do a front double bicep.
What?
Do a front double bicep for the camera. All right, let's finish it up. Come on.
That hurts just to lift them. Told you guys, I'm out of shape. All right, that's it.
Good. Let's go. We're gonna go 4 reps. Good. 2, good. Let's go 2 more. 3, good. Last one. Good. And you notice he's not rocking into it. He's not using his momentum to help him. He's coming to a complete stop at the bottom and then going into another rep. There's a time and place for that. Right now is not that time or that place. It's not what we're doing. Let's go. It's your last set. Finish strong. 4 to 5. Let's go. Good. Again. 2 more.
Shoot. Sorry, beep. Oxygen's not flowing, right?
Up. Good, racket. Kanoa's cursing like a sailor over here on camera.
Sorry, guys.
We're gonna have to put a disclaimer before the video. All right, this is it. It's for all the gains. We're gonna have to get him a big 4x4 or something from In-N-Out after this.
Oh, 3x3.
3x3. So if you do the math on that, 9x9? All right, let's go. Up. Good. Up. Good. One more. You got one more. Come on. Oh, big boy. There you go. Atta kid. All right. We're gonna finish up with these banded tricep extensions. Good. Toes pointed forward, knees unlocked. Keep those elbows tucked, nice and tight. Good. Hold that contraction at the top. Good. Nothing better than a big sweaty man working his muscles, right? Come on. Good. Keep it up. Good. He's doing a really good job of holding that contraction at the bottom of each rep. Come on. Attaboy. He's done. He's spent, all right? Kanoa is officially done with this workout. He did his arms, his legs. He did his upper arms and his lower arms, right? There it is. Hopefully you guys like this video. Hopefully you guys like this workout. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys want to see more like this, or if you want to see a little bit different. I'm rambling at this point. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
If you guys are enjoying all of our content, you should consider buying some of our virtual training options.
We have pricing as low as $12 per month.
And services as supportive as speaking with a success coach 6 days a week.
What is a success coach? Someone whose only job is for you to reach your goal.
$12 a month to have our amazing classes anytime, anywhere.
Curious? Fill out the link down below in the description. Thank you guys. We'll see you in class.